Hey everybody, my name is Tori Brain. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I talk primarily about chronic illness, depression, and ways to combat both. Today, I'm going to be talking about the very real struggle that we all have at some point in our lives to not let your illness, disorder, struggle consume your life, not let it define you. Oftentimes, our chronic issue, whatever that is either in our body or in our mind, such as depression. Since we live in our bodies and we think through our mind, it is very easy to have that be at the forefront of our attention. So I'm going to give you 6 practical things to do that can help combat that, can help you not live in your lupus reality or in your depression reality or whatever indefinitely every day, day in and day out. I am going to say this caveat. This is very hard. Oftentimes, if we are living that reality, which I have for both, it is very difficult to break out of it. And even more than that, it's difficult to want to break out of it because we just don't have the motivation there. So even if you do one of these things one day a week, it will help you. The first one might be the hardest. It is to give yourself credit. Wherever you are in your journey, give yourself credit for being there. Look at how far you've come. Look at all the knowledge you've gained on the way, even if it was 100 ways how to not make a light bulb. Know that, those medicines that you tried that didn't work, or that program you tried that didn't work, you found that out, and at least you tried it. So give yourself credit for how far you've come and exactly where you are now. And just the fact that you are watching this video looking for something that might help. Give yourself credit for that. That is huge. Do not follow it up with, yeah, but. Don't. Just leave the but at home. Just give yourself credit. Sit in that credit for as long as you can tolerate, even if it's 10 seconds, preferably 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes of really good credit and then rinse and repeat. Do it as often as you can. The next one is something that I've had to learn the hard way over and over. Watch something that makes you happy, not interested. It is a very fine line that is sometimes hard to navigate. If you do have chronic illness and you are thinking of ways of combating it, maybe you are researching the vegan diet and you are just consuming so much information on that. You're looking at different ways, everything like that. It's very interesting to you. You're still in that zone of chronic illness, how to beat chronic illness, how to, do whatever. So really pay attention to how you feel when it's done, how you feel when you turn that off. Comedians are fantastic to watch. I enjoy a good chick flick. Maybe mystery novels are your thing. Maybe horror novels are your thing. Anything that makes you feel really happy. One example that I have about this is Dr. Pimple Popper, or the earwax dude, I don't know his name. Those things, fascinating, very interesting. I feel awful when the movie is done, the little clip or YouTube thing or whatever. And so I know that is not something that I can watch. I am fascinated while I am watching it. I'm very interested, but as soon as it turns off, I have a hard time kind of coming back to normal. It's this morbid fascination. So you can actually do that with depression or, serial killer stuff. If you're watching that a lot or something like that, where it's you're very interested, but you don't feel happy when it turns off or when you take a pause or anything like that. So really pay attention to what your emotions actually are. It's not that you're hooked because you're happy. It might just be you're hooked because you're interested. The next one, which is very difficult to do, all of these are difficult to do. So just give yourself credit for even trying in the first place, even if you only do one. But the next one is daydream about your best life. If you are bedridden and you were told that you are never going to walk again for one reason or another, envision your best life. Maybe that is all of your friends coming over and throwing you a party, and it's just, there's flowers everywhere and there's your favorite things to eat and everybody's just so happy around you and it's just the best. And then Matt Damon walks into the room and he's just I love you, always have, just like whatever that is. Like imagine that and just let yourself daydream about it without the caveat of, yeah, but. Like just seriously, leave the but at home. It doesn't belong here. Allow yourself that childlike space to be like, what if this happened? What if I was a princess in a castle? What if I was the richest man on earth? All those things. Allow yourself to daydream about them. The next thing is help somebody else. I cannot say this loud enough. This is not commiseration. It is not. So if you are on a support group and somebody is talking about how miserable they are, and then you pipe in with how miserable you are, that is commiseration. That is not helping anybody else. It does validate them, so that's good, but it is commiseration. So this might be a small child. This might be somebody who is having a really hard time and you just send them a letter in the mail, snail mail, because then it's kind of like a present when they open it. It's not like an email where it's just information. You just like send them a letter in the mail being like, hey, I'm rooting for you. Something like that. Doing something nice for somebody else, helping somebody else in some way. Number 5 is move your body. Now, I did talk about this in another video where I talk about starting exercise from absolute zero, like being bedridden. This, if you are like me, you're in remission, you enjoy going to the gym, stuff like that, decide to go to the gym that day. Or decide to change up your workout routine where you go running on the beach instead of running on the treadmill or something like that. Just make sure you're moving your body. If you are not capable of exercising in any like tangible way, literally stretch your wrists. Just like do something nice for your body by stretching your wrists, or maybe giving yourself a hand massage or something like that, or seeing how far back your shoulders can go. Something like that, where it's just like, I am moving. And that is something that literally any movement from your body is helpful. It sends messages to your brain that are like, I am moving, I am healthy, I am capable of this. I read something recently where they were talking about exercise. I wish I could credit the source, but I don't really remember where I read it, and it may have been a podcast, I don't know. But they were talking about exercise is not for losing weight. It is not for helping your body be stronger or anything like that. It is a celebration of what your body can do. And that really resonated with me. And so it's like, no matter where you are on the physical scale of what you're capable of, you can celebrate what your body can do. Maybe that is just smiling. Maybe that's all you can do right now, but you can do that, and that is a huge thing. So it's like whatever you are capable of doing as far as movement, celebrate that and practice it as a celebration. Number 6, drink more water. That's it. Just drink more water. And this, for somebody who struggles with drinking water, I hate drinking water. I really hate it. If you just focus on that and not a goal. Don't set a goal. Don't be like, I drank this many ounces, or, I need to drink this many more for the rest of the day. Don't do that. Like, just wherever you are right now, drink a glass of water. Just get the water bottle out of your fridge or whatever you need to do and drink a glass, give yourself credit for it, and move on. And then a little later, have some more, or don't have some more. It's fine. You already had the stuff that you're about to go do right now. Water is such a huge mood booster, and it is something else that you can focus on other than your illness. It's like, I am doing this nice thing for myself in this moment. I need this, my body appreciates this, and I appreciate it, and just give yourself credit for that. So those are 6 ways to help you break your focus out of your chronic illness or your disorder, whatever it may be, and get back into who you really are, because that is so much more than anything you have going on that's stressing you out at this point. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later.